Hey guys, how's it going? We're back for another fun-filled adventure of Dark Souls. So, like I told you, I would take the opportunity to get enough humanity to get the Dark Wraith set, which I did. As you can see, I have 25 humanity. Um, and basically, you give that humanity to Cat, and then he will give you the Dark Raid set, or the Dark Armor set, as, it, as it's also known as. So that's what I'm going to do now. Now, unfortunately, this part is really fucking boring. You just keep using it over and over again. So, excuse me, guys. I'm so glad in Dark Souls 2 they got rid of this. Like, in Dark Souls 2, any item where there's a lot of them, you can use all of them right away if you want, instead of just doing this stupid shit. So, doing one at a time is really annoying as hell, but needs to be done. By the way, the more humanity you have, the more damage you do. It's not very progressive, it's just very minor, but still, it's kind of nice. So, like I said, right now, all I'm doing is getting all the humanity ready so that I can give it to Kath, and then Kath will give me the Dark Armor set, which is a really nice set, and it looks pretty badass too. So I spent the last hour just farming humanity so I could do this. You can also do it by killing players, but I'm not very good at PvP, so I didn't want to waste that much time, so. It's kind of boring to do this, but it has to be done, so. Excuse me, so. Anyways, and then you give all
What
this
is
stuff to
I
him.
go?
Now, as you level up in this covenant, he gives you more stuff, so. He looks fucking gross, doesn't he? Yeah, he gives you. So you go up in rank. Now you got to give him the rest of these 20 humanities, and then you go up in rank again. I don't care about getting the highest rank, which is another 10 after this 20, but because it's not a big deal unless you like PvP. So if you like PvP, it might be worth it though. Because like I said, getting humanity, the more humanity you actually have on you, the more damage you do. But like I said, the damage is not like very high. I mean, if you had like 99 humanities, yeah, you'd notice a difference in your damage. Sorry about this. Just take a few more seconds. Getting all this shit. I forgot that you had to give it one at a time, otherwise I probably wouldn't stream this shit. so. Like I said, really sorry about this. It's almost over. It's almost over. One more, and then he'll give me the set. Or two more, I guess. Yeah, two more. Okay, now one more, and he'll give me the set. Sweet. And the dark sword. The dark sword is not that cool, though. It doesn't do much damage. The armor set, however, is fucking incredible. Here, now let me put on this armor set and show you what I'm talking about. Check this out. Yeah, this set is so badass. Look at this shit. I love this set. It's fucking hardcore. Okay. Alright, so let's go on. Actually, one more thing we're going to do before we go on is I'm going to level my sword from 10 to 15, so I'll show you how to do that. Remember before I got the very large ember from the ghost area, so now this is what you do with it. You bring it to that blacksmith in the undead parish, and he's the one who will allow you to upgrade your sword from 10 to 15. And at this point, you use Titanite chunks. So now that we're not in the abyss anymore, I'm going to take that ring off and use Havel's ring. So now it allows me to move normally with all this shit on. So.
Well, I'll be. That's a brilliant ember you've got there. For all my years in the trade, that might be the finest. How's about you leave that ember with me? I'm just an old smith. I'd give my left arm for a gem like that. Well, thank you mightily for that. Now, just leave the rest to me. Andre of Astora gets the job done. You shall see.
Okay, so now you can make it plus 11, which is awesome. Okay, so now you can get this thing to plus 15. See, Dark Sword doesn't do much damage. It's not that cool of a sword, in my opinion. So. And you need the Titanite slab to get the final one from 14 to 15. So, all right, now we have.
Don't get you. Not.
Now we have our plus 15 swords, and let's compare. So 90 plus 61 plus 225 fire damage. Compare that to our plus 15 sword. Wherever it is. There it is, plus 15. 225 plus 153. 153. That's pretty good actually. So that does quite a bit of damage. So now your sword is fucking hardcore. Okay, now we can move on to the next part. Now that I got my badass armor set, and I got my badass shield, and I got my badass sword, I can fuck shit up now, so. Okay, so the next part, I might as well level up too. Oh, shit. Hold on a second, let me use some souls that I found. Okay, let me level up real quick. Oh! God damn it, I still need another sword. Okay, I'm gonna level up endurance again, because you want to be able to move as good as you can, so. So now here's where we're going. We're actually gonna go do the DLC stuff right now. The DLC is basically, the DLC stuff is kind of long. I probably won't finish it tonight, but because it's at least 4 or 5 hours long. It's a pretty good DLC. So there's a very specific way to do the DLC. So we're gonna go do that. You have to go to Anor Londo to do it. So that's where we're going right now. Yeah, Firekeeper is absent because I killed it. I killed her. Now, running through Anor Londo, you'll notice that all the big guys are gone because they were illusions of the city. Only the knights are not illusions because they are part of Wynn's magic and his old army. So now this way is open so we can actually go through. And you remember that guy? You get to fight him again. Yay. Yeah, you still take a ton of damage even with this armor set. doesn't care about fire that much. Fucking took longer than that silly bastard. Gonna hog tie this armored hog, motherfucker. Well, not hog tie anyway. Finally! Fuck, it took forever. Christ. Oh, did he drop the helm? Nice. I'm not wearing that helm because that helm is like the most ridiculous. Well, let me at least wear it to show you how fucking ridiculous looking it is. This is the most ridiculous looking fucking helm ever. Like, look at this shit. Looks funny as shit though. Those guys don't respond though, which is good. Now we're gonna go up here. There's a lot of skeleton guys in here. Now these guys have crystal weapons which do a lot of fucking damage, so you better have your shield for this part. God, I love this armor set. It looks badass. Now, do you see that golem back there? That's a golem we have to kill. In order to get into the DLC world. Yeah, there's a lot of these motherfuckers in here. Now, we'll come back to this library later, but I want to do the DLC stuff first, so... There's a lot of good stuff in the DLC. So, in this game. I haven't played the DLC in Dark Souls 2, but I don't know if it'll be as good as this one. Now, this guy, just like the boars, only appears once. So, well, he only appears once until you kill him. And he drops an item that allows you to get into the DLC area. Broken pendant. So that's kind of like a key, just like the doll that lets you into the painted world. So we use this pendant to get into the DLC world, which I'll let that reveal itself. So. Yeah, this is probably the fastest way to get there. So. $565 damage. That's fucking incredible. Okay, actually I'm going the wrong way. Sorry, guys. Now I'm gonna do a test because I want to see Quelaag's fire sword versus this sword now that it's completely leveled up. Okay, so this thing does 260 damage on one hit. So let's compare that to Quilag's Fire Sword, which is leveled up as high as I can get it. So because it's a magic sword, it only goes to +5. So let's see. 247. So actually my sword is the +15 is actually a little better. So more than +15. Am I going the right way? No, I have to go this way. Now remember where we freed that one woman from after you kill the Hydra? That's exactly where you have to go to enter the DLC world. I guess the reason I don't save the DLC stuff till last is because it's not really part of the main story. It's an offshoot story. Do you remember how Dusk said that she's from a land long ago called Ulasil? Well, that's what the DLC is. You go to Ulasil after it has been devastated. And well, Ulasil is one part of it. The Abyss is the other part. So you notice when we were in the Abyss, it was completely pitch black dark. Well, that's because the Abyss has completely taken over that part of the world, and it is completely black, so you cannot see anything. And you can't even walk in there without a special ring that Artorias had. Well, we're going back to Ulasil. And when I say back, we're to Ulasil. We're going back in time. So right after Ulasil was taken over by, by the Abyss, essentially, which is kind of hard to understand. But trust me, when you play through this world, when you see me play through this world, you'll understand it a little bit better. So. I mean, he's really fucking slow because it's water. Okay, and also before I use the broken pendant, I want to just look at it real quick. Yeah, so basically this pendant allows you to go back in time. But it doesn't allow it, it's not like a time traveling pendant. It actually, the reason it works this way is because, well, you'll see why. Now see, there's an open area there that wasn't there before. That is the world, that is basically a rift in time. That can send you back to Ulasil. And there's also a dead body over here. Which is basically Ulasil's set. So, yeah. So this is the warp. So let's do it. Let's go to Ulasil. kind of get sucked in here. And I don't have any humanities because I just lost. Alright, let's do this shit. Oh wait, right. So now you're back in time, a really long time ago, like a couple thousand years ago, or thousand, well, more like tens of thousands of years ago. And I just got here. Yep, the DLC anticipated that you might have that shield, so. Now, if you have a normal shield, go for attack, you'll always bring your stamina. So not with this shield. It's a lion, Spartan, griffin, scorpion. That's basically what it is. got one humanity. Yay! So yeah, that boss, actually with all the gear I have, that boss is way easier now. If you fight him with normal gear, obviously it's a much longer drawn out fight, but since I got pretty good gear, I can take him out pretty good, easily as well, so. Oh, I went the wrong way. Ooh, let's heal. Thanks, healing. Oh, what the fuck's this, eh?
Well, look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed, but not intolerable. Ah, Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is precisely as she described. I thank thee deeply for rescuing Her Highness. But Princess Dusk
This
is
is
here
where
no
all the
longer,
spores from the last of us
snatched
came
away
from.
by that horrifying primeval human. And so I must ask, couldst thou once more play the savior?
So she's asking you to save. She's asking you to save Dusk again. The thing that pulled you into the portal is also the thing that captured Dusk. So if you save Dusk, so she's asking you, do you want to save Dusk again? Which is basically the whole plot in the DLC. However, there's a lot more story to it than just that. So.
Thank you. I am Elizabeth, guardian of this sanctuary. Something of a godmother to Princess Dusk. I shall assist thee to my utmost, for I am one with the sorceries of Urasil. May the flames guide thee. Struggling, if there's anything I can... Thou shalt see further on. An abyss was begat of the ancient beast, and threatens to swallow the whole of Ulasil. Knight Artorius came to stop this, but such a hero has nary a murmur of dark. Without doubt he will be swallowed by the abyss, overcome by its utter blackness. Indeed, the abyss may be unstoppable. Still, I have faith that Princess Dusk may be rescued yet. Thou shalt see further on an abyss night without indeed still. Thou shalt see
Oh, that's all she says. Okay.
May the flames guide thee.
Yeah, so it's a big talking mushroom. What did you expect, right? That's a good look. See, look how detailed this is. It's fucking awesome. Whoever designed this armor set should be commended. It's probably the best armor set I've seen. And I believe the story of these guys is